Thank you, Bishop, and thank you all for the opportunity to speak to you here this morning. I'm going to focus most of my prepared remarks on the real estate activities and on the cash flows related to the parish reconfiguration. Since the closings of the effective parishes, which numbered about 50, we've been marketing and selling the properties in a very disciplined manner. To date, 26 of the closed parish properties have been sold, and another 14 are listed for sale. It's important to keep in mind that we carefully evaluate the parties to whom we sell, attempting to ensure that they will be good neighbors in the communities where the buildings exist. The list of the sold properties and their functional reuse is presented in the community report and is also part of your news release. The buyers represent other denominational churches, charities and social organizations, charter schools, local governments, and a few other entities such as this Museum of Divine Statues. We believe the buyers who have come forth so far will use these old facilities, or in some cases build new ones, which will improve each of the impacted communities. There's more work to do, as there are still more parishes to sell, and we believe that we will continue to find buyers who will bring similar vibrancy. Many questions are asked about the financial impact of the parish consolidation project. You will be able to find considerable detail on our website at dioceseofcleveland.org, where we provide our audited financial statements, a frequently asked questions document, the community report, summarized cash flow information, and separate reports tracking the monies related to each of the closed parishes that has been sold. Let me offer a summary of the cash flows for you here today. A very major point is that parish money is just that, parish money. You will see in our reports that once the debts and expenses of the closed parishes are addressed, the money that is left over is reinvested in existing parishes. That happens for a couple of reasons. First, it is what church law dictates. Money that is parish money is to remain at the parish level, supporting the works of the church in the community. There is guidance as to how that is accomplished that I won't cover now, but it is available in the frequently asked questions document and is the basis for what you will see as you review the cash flows that have been disclosed. As importantly as following the law, our stated intent is to ensure that our parishes are vibrant and sound. That is why we undertook the reconfiguration process. So having the right number of priests in the places where people are participating in parish life and supporting the sacraments and charitable works and other ministries of the parish, and having a sound financial base in place, those are the things that the consolidation is looking to achieve. The summarized cash flows are disclosed in the center of the community report. To date, the diocese has cash inflows related to the closed parishes totaling $19.5 million. This represents the final cash balances of closed parishes, proceeds from the sales of real estate, and incidental receipts such as the sale of religious items, lease income from parish facilities, interest income, and similar items. I would like to put that into perspective. A normal healthy parish, depending on its size, would have a typical budget of around $500,000 up to approximately $1.2 million. In the diocese, there are 174 parishes that have a combined $250 million overall expense base. The $19.5 million is not a particularly significant percentage of the total annual operations. Actually, it's less than 8% of the total expenses for just 1 year. So what has happened to this $19.5 million? First, $4.9 million has been spent to cover obligations, such as closed parish debts and operating expenses, such as utilities, insurance, and general upkeep of the building that was incurred while the properties were held for sale. Next, and most importantly, $6.1 million has been transferred so far to 25 parishes, following the instructions in church law. $400,000 has been donated to a few charitable causes, primarily causes that were sponsored or supported by a couple of closed parishes while they were still open. The diocese has also created a parish assistance fund that will be used beginning this year to help parishes in financial difficulty or who have an unforeseen significant financial need that arises. To date, $1.3 million has gone into that fund. Thus, a total of $7.4 million is distributed or available for parish use. Finally, $6.8 million remains in custody. It continues to be available to support closed properties while they're held for sale, and it will be distributed following the same church rules once those facilities are sold. There's a lot of information available, far more than I could cover here today. But again, I encourage you to use the diocesan website at dioceseofcleveland.org and to check the frequently asked questions in your handout in order to best understand what has been accomplished and how the cash flows have been managed. Thank you for your time, and I turn the podium back to Bob Tayek.